So we're out and it's wet. So there's reason to be out and just splitting some firewood. Now normally I would just use my K-bar baton, I think this was called. I have had this for years and years and years, and it just goes strong. Now I've put a filthy edge on this. So when you see me batoning with this, no longer will you see me holding onto the timber and swinging it to get a bite in the timber. Also, I've got to tell you, I nearly took a finger once. I don't know how I did it, but I ended up getting it sort of inside between the two fingers. Gave myself a hell of a cut. And then I was just lucky that I had somebody with me, and they were able to sort of bandage me up and whatever. So it put the fear of God in me. Now when I'm batoning, I literally just put it on. And look, this is just pine wood. These are just kindling from Bunnings. So it's super light, super easy just to split. Everything is just soaked. There's our fire from last night. There's some wood we got over there. That's wet through. Here's the wood. Here's the wood that I put under the back of the caravan, which is all still wet because we had a pool under there. All this is wet. I just need some dry stuff. What I've got, I think it was a KBH. Again, I put it up on the screen. I wasn't really planning on doing a review, but I figure I might as well. This thing was 35 bucks off Amazon. I took it and showed some mates. They went out and bought one. I went on and bought another one, and I jumped on again to buy another one. But they've gone back up to full price, which is only 42 bucks, 44 bucks or something like that. But this is a ripper. It's about a 4-inch blade, about a 4-inch handle. So, but you can see the size of that compared to the K-bar. The K-bar handle is almost as big as that, and it is a 14. You can see the width of this thing. Again, don't have the specs on me. Wasn't planning on doing this, but beside the K-bar, you can see she's a thick little chunky knife, and it is a ripper. Just from a feel, it's a short handle, but it's a nice, I mean, I've got medium to large size hands. You've got a finger groove there, and then just a curved handle, and it just sits really nice. You've got some jimping on the back, which is quite aggressive actually. Like sticking your finger on that, you're going to feel it if you put some pressure on that and bite down on it to get a nice grip. A little bit uncomfortably so, but that means it's going to hold onto your finger, so your finger's not slipping off that jimping. Absolutely loving this thing. Like I said, went out and bought two. This one went straight in the caravan. The other one's probably just going to go in the Pajero. I just wanted to test it for a little bit of batoning. I'm just splitting some wood here. I've been using the K-bar. I thought, well, I should go and grab this and just test it out. I've just been using it for some home duties, as far as just doing some kitchen work and stuff like that. It's a bit like, as far as chopping cheese and the like, it's a little bit thick. It gets caught going through the cheese and whatever, but it's no messing about. It's a camp knife. That's what it is. It's a thick little, solid, chunky little piece of steel made for exactly these sorts of things. Now, out of the box, it is sharp, but I would say could be sharper. I mean, I could certainly put a better edge on it. But I don't think anybody's gonna complain about the edge that it comes with out of the box. But it's long enough. You can see I can get the mallet on the end of it and just split that wood. And because it's thick, it just splits that wood perfectly. There we go. Yeah, but because of the width of it, once you get that bite in the timber, it just works really, really well. So as far as the knife goes, little ripper, like I said, oh, there you go. It's a KHU on the side. Now it did say the steel, D2 steel. I don't know anything about steels. I can tell you from the batoning of that wood that edge has held up pretty well. I wouldn't want to run that across my skin. I think it's Kydex sheath, not sure whether it's Kydex or just nylon. Again, put it up on the screen. Good blade retention, it's not falling out. A little bit of rattle there. Belt clip on the back. Push to release. Put on your belt clip. For some reason the reviewers don't particularly like this belt clip. They're suggesting changing it to something else, but for me, for 35 bucks for these sorts of duties, more than happy with it.